Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Friday, December 29th, the last trading day of 2017. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. This is the email address you can use to ask me any questions. This is a link to get into our free trading room. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to join our room. This is a link for a subscription, and I'll be putting a promo code in for you. It'll probably be good until at least New Year's Day, midnight Eastern Time, all right, 11:59 Eastern Standard Time on New Year's Day, and it'll be a good code for 22% off, all right? And so just look at the body of this email, and you'll the email link that you're getting for this video, and you'll see it. So, of course, the markets are closed on Monday, so I'll open the room Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock. And get live on the mic at 9:05, start sharing my screen at 9. All right, well, let's take a look at some of the stuff that I have done today. And I'm still in in fact, I might be getting into a trade. I'd have to put this on pause for a second here. But anyway, Goose. Now, this is one that I took. This is Canada Goose. I'm a Canadian, so nice. I had to do it. Didn't quite work out. I ended up taking this trade yesterday at 31.50, and this was going to be a swing trade. These are all-time highs, okay? So this was just breaking out. Took the trade at 31.50. It got as high here. It pulled back. Saw this in the pre-market, thought, oh, right, all it has to do is break 32 and it could really start running again. As it started coming down, though, I decided, you know what, maybe it's just not quite ready. So I got out at 31.70, took a little 20-cent profit, no big deal, and then it really collapsed. So it may not be quite ready. I do have an alert set just under 32, and see what happens later on. Another one that I did take was AMMJ. This is an OTC pink sheet stock. I've been watching this one for a while. I actually traded out of it the day before, got back into it at $1.20 yesterday, held it overnight, and boy, it really started to move. All of a sudden, though, all the marijuana stock, all the cannabis stocks started to collapse. I should bring up in case you don't know, just 1 second, please. I just got to find it. I guess it's had a bit of a pop. Where are you? I'm just trying to find the index. Oh, here we go, MJX. So this is a new ETF for the cannabis industry. Alternative Harvest, nicely named. It's had a great move, and all of a sudden it just collapsed. And a lot of the cannabis stocks did that. I was very fortunate to get out of AMMJ, to be honest. While it was doing this, like this is sort of a delayed reaction, because while this was happening to this stock, that's when the other stocks were really starting to drop. But, I looked at that and said, man, I don't want to be caught with this one. So I put in an order to get out of it at 131. And it took a long time to fill. A lot of times that's what happens with the pink sheet stocks. But luckily I got out, and then it really fell. So I don't know. I'll have to wait and see on this one and see if I do want to get back in it. I took some little losses on NEPT and TEUM. Not really worth going over. Let's see what else happened. Here's one that is AMPE. So, I was saying in the room that there are many ways to use Trade Ideas, and one of the things, of course, I do is I go over what I call an evening scan, which is basically looking at the stocks that were the big movers the day before, either on the upside or the downside, and then tracking them the next day. So, of course, this was one of them. You can see AMPE was one of them. So this is yesterday, okay, and I'm out of it now, but AMPE was one of them, so I wanted to watch it, but not just watch it, for it to break yesterday's high. Take a look. I had to expand this daily a little bit more, and then you'll see what I really was looking at. Okay, so you see this right here. Okay, right there. So this is, I think, 432. So I put an alert. You don't see it now, but I put an alert right here at 432. And because I thought, okay, if it can get to this level here, then look at the void, and that's what we talk about in the room all the time. Look at the gap looking left on the daily chart. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to fill it, you know, get all the way back up here, but I mean, you sure like to see the stocks that are looking like this when they're trying to come back, because there's no chart interference. Because imagine if this, see this here, what if it was right up here? You know, this. Well, you'd look at that and go, man, it might be really tough to get through all this. But when you see a nice void, like there's just a huge gap here, you can say to yourself, well, at least more than likely the chart will not stop us from this trade, or there won't be any interference on the chart. Could be a million other things, you know, that cause it to stop, but it won't be just because of pure chart resistance. So anyway, that is what I did. Put the alert on there, and let's get to the 15. Now it's had the big pullback. Now I'm all out of it, but I got into it at 433. So it was right around here, 433. And again, you know, it's the percentage that we're looking for. And look how quickly, after I got in, look how quickly it just accelerated. I'm not the only one in the world who was looking at that chart. And I'm not talking about our trading room. I'm just talking about in general. So, I mean, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel, but I'm just trying to, you know, be a little ahead, or at least with a lot of other people ahead of the crowd that all of a sudden sees this starting to move and may not completely understand why, but they start hopping in. So anyway, into that one, 466, I got out some at 466, right about here. And at what was the last one? 480 up here. Almost broke through 5 up here. And then as it started coming down, got rid of the rest. You know, now we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see what happens with this on Friday. On Tuesday when the market opens. Okay, now I'm all out of this one, but this was not a bad trade. This Watt. Now this got really beaten up. If you've been following this, you know, this is the rise. This is 2 days. You know, this is today, but this is yesterday and the day before. This is a stock that went from $9 all the way up to $33 in 2 days. Amazing, isn't it? So now we're getting some profit taking. We're getting people slamming it. You know, Citron, one of the big short sellers out there, slamming it, saying it's bogus, etc. But you know what? We're just in this for a trade. So I ended up taking this right here. A lot of us in the room took this trade just over 27.23, and sold some at just over 28, and sold some as it came down, 27.88, and now I'm all out of it right around here. So it was a nice quick trade. A little bit of hairiness. I shouldn't say that. It was a little bit scary. The bid-ask was going crazy, but once that settled down, then this happened. It turned out to be a great trade. And what else do we have? Yeah, cost was another one that was a very quick one. This is more of a scalp trade for me. This got halted here. One of these ones when I got in at 250, sold almost immediately at 275, and then back to 250. A lot of the people in the room, Real was one of them. I know he alerted, you know, on this base here, and a lot of people took advantage of the much bigger move that I did, and worked out very well for them. Now, this is one that I'm watching right now, and I would suggest that you do also. This is what we're talking about. This is sort of, I guess we'll call it the poster child for the void fills, the potential. Look at this one. I've been watching this one for a long time. I had set the alert just over 15. I may have set it, you know, in this day. You know, it didn't happen for, a long time. I mean, I look at it a couple of weeks. Finally, it is now over 15, all right? Now, I'm waiting for maybe a little bit more of a break over 15, and this could be turning into a potential swing trade for me. Because look left, look, this is the void that you love to see. I'm not saying it's going to, I mean, somebody asked me in the room, do I think it's going to fill the void today? Of course not. I mean, it's $10, and it's, you know, there's no real news on this one or anything, but a lot of traders will now start looking at this once it broke 15. So I'm waiting a little bit longer. I want to maybe see it get up to 15.20, 15.25. At that point, I may take it as a swing trade. The 200-day moving average is at 1857. Don't know why I don't have the 200-day on here, to be honest. Maybe I accidentally deleted it. Anyway, it's right here around 18. That's close enough. 1857. That is far enough away. That's over $3, $3.50 away. So I don't have to worry about that. So this is definitely on my radar, and I think it should be on your radar also. To watch it on Tuesday to see whether or not, first of all, the 15 held and if it does continue. All right. Well, that is. Oh, I know why this is a. I know why exactly why this is. This is not my true daily chart that I have. Anyway, I'm going to close this down. So listen, this has been an excellent year. It's been an excellent year for Trade Ideas, to be honest. We've had a tremendous growth in subscribers. I want to thank everybody who took out subscriptions, who came into the trading room, liked what they see, not just from me, of course. We've got some fantastic traders in the room. I do my best to help people understand how to use the program. You don't be afraid. You can ask me questions all day long. I am trading my account, of course, but I will do my best all day long to help answer some questions you may have. And and as I say, we've got some great traders in the room that you can also follow. So thank you for making the trading room a real success and making Trade Ideas having its best year ever. Onwards and upwards, I hope. And I hope everybody has a great, great New Year. New Year celebration, whatever you're doing New Year's Eve. And we will see you back on Tuesday at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I'll start to share my screen, and I'll get live on the mic at 9:05. So have a great 3 days off, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.